issues that if you are exposed to it, if you see it, that means it becomes your problem. You go to Walmart, you see a lady struggling, and you're seeing it. That becomes your problem because you are there. There's a reason why you are at Walmart at a particular time, and that lady is right there. Miss Corey minding her own business, walking a Yellow Meadow Park, and saw Miss Anita, bang, she fell to knee. She was there for a reason. She ended up ministering to her. Ladies and gentlemen, don't always have blinders on like you don't want to see anybody. Trust me. It's hard to not have blinders on when you are outside. You just want to mind your own business. I get that sometimes. I feel the same way. I just want to mind my own business. But when you are somewhere, it is for a purpose. Now we're going to find ourselves in the next point, the righteous king. I'm going to try to go forward here and fast. There's an introduction of this character of Melchizedek. Abraham's return from battle. The first person that meets him, you can see here, and the king of Sodom, verse 17, went out to meet him at the valley of Chavez after his return from defeating. So Abraham won the battle, rescued his son, and brought the stuff back. So Abraham now is like on the top of the mountain. Remember, if we had won that district championship, I would have been standing up on this pulpit, been so on top of the mountain, being so excited. No, that's not how Abraham responded. When Abraham was met, oh my gosh, the king of Sodom said, I want to really, really, really thank you. He proposed to him. But we didn't see the proposition yet, but we got an introduction of Melchizedek. The name Melchizedek means king of righteousness. And he was a king of Salem, which later on became Jerusalem. The king of Salem means peace. So he was the king of righteousness and the king of peace, Melchizedek. By the way, we need to understand that right now, this world, this part of the world, was not just limited to Abraham only. Remember, Shem, Ham, Japheth, they all were living somewhere, populating the world. They were doing their thing. But because we are narrowing the story, and this story is getting narrower and narrower to point us to the coming of Jesus Christ. That's why now God is lasering through the scripture on this particular family. There were other people living, but Melchizedek here, it's almost like he was from nowhere. He just came out of nowhere, disappeared. Ta-da, I'm a king of Salem. And I want to bless you. And in verse 14 to 19, in fact, chapter 14, verses 19 to 20, and listen to this. And Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought out bread and wine. Communion. And he was the priest of God's Most High. Abraham didn't know this guy from nowhere, and he came as the priest of God Most High. Elohim, I think Elohim or something like that. The king of God Most High. So he showed up bringing communion and having a title as a priest of the King Most High.